I'm here. Hi, I'm Michael Lofton. I'm associate of Ron Greene, the developer and inventor of the Ron Greene's music dials. And we're talking about getting dialed in here. And Ron, I wanted to ask you, now you, in the late 80s, early 90s, you came up with this idea, but it wasn't for the idea of selling these dials, right?
No, I've been a musician for almost 50 years at this point, and all of my playing up to a point in time, the only songs I was able to learn were songs I could learn out of a songbook or songs people would show me how to play. And I'd sit down and I'd watch other people play bands, for example, or whatever. I would hear albums and such, and I would hear people playing these chords and playing these notes that I knew I could do if I just knew what they were, but I didn't know what they were.
Right.
So I just plain took out a point in time where I did nothing but study music theory. Studied a lot of different books and presentations of music theory, and after I got done with it, I pretty much understood that Western music is Western music, the theory of Western music is the theory of Western music. Everybody was explaining it in their own particular way, and once I understood what that theory was, I wanted to just have a basic reference tool which would let me understand basically which chords and which notes go together in each key. Okay. And therefore, I could sound good if I was playing in a particular key, if I just knew which chords to play, if I was playing accompaniment, or just knew which notes to play if I was playing solos.
For example, here's a rhythm guitar dial, and you had talked about the fact, and it's quite interactive, by the way. It turns, that's why it's called a dial, and so you line up a certain key at the top, major, minor, relative minor. So describe how these chords go beyond just the 8 basic chords that you show here in order to utilize this device.
Well, every song is played in a key. That's the main reason this reference guide works. So you dial to the key of music the song's going to be played in. In this example here, the way this dial is shown is set to the key of G major. Well, in the key of G major, these are the chords that are used 99% of the time for songs played in the key of G major. You're going to see here in a chord progression in that key the chords that are played. But you see more than that. You can see the basic 1, 4, 5 chord, which is the basic chord progression in music. And you can see within each chord, like the G chord itself, there are some notes here which are the G chord, the black notes that you see there, and it shows the fingering for how to play that chord, but it also shows how to change that chord into a G major 7th chord, how to change it into a G 7th chord, how to change it into a G 6th chord, how to change it into a G suspended 4th chord. You can, out of each picture of each chord, you can color that chord with what's called a chord extension in any way you want possible. So it not only shows you the basic chords in the key, but it shows you how to play any extension for that chord in the key.
Oh, great.
Any player, whether you're a beginner and want a supportive reference tool for your lessons for the day, or whether you're a professional but need that occasional reference. Now, exactly where is this? What are all my options? What are the various ways I can do that? There's a place for this tool.
Well, great. I think it's a cool tool, and hopefully others will find the same. So thanks a bunch, Ron, for explaining all that.
Let's play a little bit.
All right, let's go play.